First forecast brought to you by Store It at Home, rent-to-own portable buildings. Overnight tonight, not the activity we had last night. 40 degrees, partly cloudy and chilly out there. Yes, you're not getting this wrong after our February tease where it was warm almost every day. It is now March and we're going in the reverse order, starting to see a cool down, and it looks like the cool down is going to stick around for a while. Today's almanac 68 degrees, high temperature today 45 out there, and we picked up about a ½ inch of rain last night, adding to our surplus for the year. So I'm nearing 10 inches of rain already this year, and we haven't even gotten to our summer months or our tropical season. So rainfall already above average, but we're talking cooler temperatures for a while, and then another storm system moving in. Of course, all of that coming up in a few minutes. Your ABC 31 News starts right now.
I'm Scott Beadle. With a special session ending before its scheduled day, tensions are high throughout the legislature to close the state's budget shortfall before that time is up. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has tonight's big story.
The Louisiana legislature ended the special session 2 days early. It was scheduled to come to a close on Wednesday, March 7th. And it came to an end without a plan in place to fix the state's impending $994 million budget shortfall. Louisiana State Representative for District 26, Jeff Hall, talked about this issue today after recently returning from Baton Rouge.
That $994 million could only be made up by some of the suggestions and bills that the governor put together. We as legislators introduced those bills, and those bills were supposed to bring the revenue up to the level of the $994 million. Well, that came in several forms of bills, none of which, and I repeat, none of those bills were able to pass on the floor.
Failure to close the state's impending budget shortfall is leaving Louisiana citizens with more uncertainty for the future, especially when it comes to the possibility of more cuts in education and health care.
It's going to touch all the programs that we're working with the epidemic of opioids and treatment for mental health and substance abuse. Those programs are going to be severely damaged and hurt. Waivers for disabled, waivers for single parents and things are going to be hurt. Our students who rely on TOPS funding for colleges, they have to make their decision long before June as to whether they're going to go to school, where they want to go to school. Professors at universities who have options and opportunities in other places will have to make their decision, as opposed to coming to teach in Louisiana where it's uncertain whether they even get paid.
The regular session of the legislature will begin next week, but another special session will have to be held and a decision made before July 1st, leaving high anticipation of what the future looks like for Louisiana. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
Alexandria police are investigating the death of a pedestrian found Monday night on MacArthur Drive. The 54-year-old man was found in the roadway and had been struck by a vehicle. Police are not releasing his name at this time. Louisiana College's campus revival, which will last until March 8th, is led this year by D.A. Horton. Horton is a pastor at Reach Fellowship in North Long Beach, California, and is regarded by many as a gifted communicator. Louisiana College President Dr. Rick Brewer says of Horton, quote, "He has unique communication skills and a passion for the gospel of Jesus Christ."
The Lord saved me out the streets and gave me a passion to make him known in communities throughout the United States of America that are from the most hood trap environments to college campuses. I've been brought in to help communicate the gospel in a way that millennials and Generation Z can understand, and how we can see that the Lord transforms our lives and how we can inject our passions for life with the Word of God and become culture shapers in our society today.
From a street corner rapper to seminary, D.A. has moved on to be a pastor and author. He currently holds degrees in biblical and Christian studies while working on his Ph.D. in applied theology. The Alexandria Museum of Art introduces its newest exhibit, Witness to Wartime, the painted diary of Takeuchi Fuji. These paintings by Fuji were inspired by historical events, issues, and ideas, especially his experiences during World War II. Curators say Fuji left a remarkably comprehensive visual record of this important time in American history. and offers a unique perspective on his generation. This afternoon, Christy Gillott stopped by to speak to the Rotary Club about St. Mary's mission.
Well, you know, for some families, home and community-based services just don't work out for them. Families come to us and say, you know, we've tried everything. We don't know where else to turn. And for those people, St. Mary's is an answer for them, and often it's an answered prayer for them. A place where their child can be safe, have a peer group, receive the health care that they need. We just make a difference in the lives of those children and their families.
And for more information, you can visit the St. Mary's website.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Cool conditions out there, 65 degrees and sunny right now. And if you think it feels crisp with that 65, it's because our dew point sitting at 32 degrees. So that is dry air, and that makes it feel much colder than it actually is. So it's actually feeling like 61, and the wind out there, that's gusty. 16 miles per hour out of the west-northwest, pushing that colder air in, and it will stick around for quite a few days. And actually this pattern likely to stick around as we head into the middle of March. So get used to the cooler temperatures, because it looks like we're going to see a lot of it. That cold front that went through last night still pushing off to our south and east. This will eventually head through the Gulf of Mexico. This energy kind of dying out as it moves to the south. And really all we're worried about out there is that cooler temperatures. See a lot of greens and yellows on the map. The yellows indicating where the 60s are, and the greens indicating 50s or colder. As we check out what to expect tomorrow, well, cooler than today, so that tells you temperatures only getting up into the 60s. Plenty of sunshine, however, and this continues to be the theme as we go through the rest of the week. Cooler temperatures than average, but sunny and fairly nice with dry air around. That means that it's going to be feeling nice out there. If we can lose some of this wind, which we won't tomorrow, but as we go throughout the rest of the week, the wind will die down. The 60s will start to feel quite pleasant outside with the drier dew points. That cold front working through South Florida. Of course, tomorrow we're going to be talking about the headlines going to be that nor'easter once again, but here just cooler and nice out there with those dry dew points. As we go through the end of the week, this pattern kind of sticks around. This is what I'm talking about. The cooler air continues to filter down into the east as this jet stream stays with a dip. We're going to be kind of in a transitional zone here, but instead of it bringing moisture this time, that jet stream will be off to our north, so the storm track should stay up there, which means we'll be battling between the warmer, dry air and the cooler, dry air, so the overall theme is dry. That's good news. The rivers will continue to recede without rain. And, of course, got the rain icon in there, but that's from last night. No showers tonight, 40 degrees overnight lows, so chillier than last night. And there you see it, only getting to around 60 degrees for our daytime highs tomorrow. Sunny and cooler with the wind out of the northwest around 5 miles per hour. Our extended forecast, yep, all the way back up to 70 by Friday, and then we'll have to watch potentially for the next cold front to come in. And the setup with warm, moist air rising out in front of it Saturday and Sunday, we could potentially be talking about severe weather, so we'll keep you tuned on that. 75 degrees by Saturday, 74 on Sunday, and then colder air coming right back in behind that. That's a look at your 7-day and your weather forecast. Scott?
Ross, thank you very much. Parents want their kids to be healthy, and that means being a healthy weight. A new study tells you what not to do. Here's Arlette Signs with this Medical Minute.
When a teen begins to gain weight, parents can panic. After all, excess weight in the teen years has negative health consequences later in life, for diseases like cancer to cardiac health. But a new study today confirms what teens may have felt for years. The last thing they want is for parents to tell them to go on a diet. Even if the dieting advice makes them lose weight in the short run, the study, published in the medical journal Pediatrics, gives a grim long-term picture. They followed more than 500 teens whose parents encouraged them to diet. As they moved 15 years into adulthood, they had a larger risk of obesity, binge eating, unhealthy weight control, and worse, lower satisfaction with their own bodies. What to do? Break a cycle of obesity by avoiding diet and concentrating on health. Eat better, move more, and take the focus off the scale and onto feeling healthier and happier in your body. Of course, a focus on health may end up in the same place as a diet at a healthier weight, but it will get there with the healthier attitude to match and better behavioral and emotional consequences.
Now to treating asthma in children. A new study suggests increasing the dosage of inhaled steroids when symptoms worsen does not help prevent asthma attacks. Researchers tracked 250 children with mild to moderate asthma for 1 year. Kids given a higher dose of steroids at the first signs of coughing or wheezing had a similar number of severe flare-ups compared to those who continued taking a lower dose. And a new study sheds light on the importance of dark when it comes to kids' sleep. Found exposing preschoolers to an hour of bright light before bed drastically reduced their production of melatonin. That is the hormone that regulates sleep. And those levels stayed low for almost an hour after lights out. So the takeaway here for parents: dim the lights and take away any electronics well before bedtime.
Waking up early is hard.
That is so true.
But MeTV makes it easy.
Here.
With Wake Up With Me.
Well, this is the best thing you ever had in me.
These classic comedies coax you out of bed.
Rise and shine.
And put you in a good mood to start your day.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. There's going to be a lot of excitement going on around here.
Set your alarm to Wake Up With Me.
Hey, yeah.
Watch your favorite classic shows in one place. Watch MeTV Alexandria.
Good evening and welcome back to KLAX ABC 31 Sports. I'm Zach Seminar. Northwestern State junior Polina Mutel's unbeaten week while competing at #1 singles and doubles has earned the Russian this week's Southland Conference's Women's Tennis Player of the Week award. Mutel rallied from a 5-2 first set deficit against Sam Houston State before scoring victory, and then teamed with Polina Ivanova in doubles competition to score another victory. NSU 6-5 overall, 2-0 in conference play this season. Much of that thanks to Mutel's play. The Lady Demons are on the road this weekend at McNeese and Nichols before they return home on March 17th. Expected inclement weather has forced a change in the Northwestern State women's softball schedule. Their Southland Conference opening series with Lamar will now feature a doubleheader on Friday, beginning at 5 with Game 2 right around 7 p.m. The series will close out at 2 p.m. Saturday at the Lady Demon Diamond. Demons are off to a solid 12-7 start to the year.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC 31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.